Hey guys, here as promised, here's the video on how to systemize and process out your standard operation procedures in your company. Everything that is repeatable is outsourceable and it's systemizable, of course. In order to outsource, you need to systemize it properly so you can train your people properly. Now, here's the advantages of this, and we actually do this for every single one of the processes in our company: launching campaigns, support, fulfillment, even product research and niche selection, because that is outsourceable as well. So the advantages are, on one hand, you really have it all systemized and laid out properly for training. Okay, when you have a new employee, you get them to read this. First of all, they go through it. You can even add a few short videos there for every single thing, or you can just have like images, specific images, just like here. Okay. Then the next part, okay, so they go through, they can train, you can train them really fast, and everything is there. You don't have to spend time in training. Of course, once you have them go through this, you want to actually hold their hand on the first 3 times they do it, or your project manager should do it if he's familiar with it and you have trained him properly. And then from there on, they can go ahead and actually carry on by themselves. Secondly, they always have a reference where they can go back to and check if they did it right, or if they forgot something in any case. Well, so that's right here. Okay, you can also add comments, really making sure, like, to once they read through this, have like a checklist, a really short checklist that says point by point. This here is very step by step, and I'll go into how to do this properly as well and what you need to take into account. But really, on here in the documents or in the comments or in notes, you can have like a very short and punchy step by step. While in this case, you want to have it step by step as well, and laid out and categorized properly in the main steps, but also very specific. Okay, very specific, so they can actually read this and know how to do it right away. So just to show you really quick, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this since we're going to get it pretty fast. It's right here, launching campaigns, the pre-setup. They check the lineup sheet, know what is approved, and they can go and start launching the campaign side and the ads side, since that's how I call it, C launch or A launch. They mark with an X, so they're on it, and they start mocking up the design and the images and so on. They go, they create the collection. It tells them really specifically how I like it, step by step. They add the collection to the category link list, as I have it on the menus right there. Then they launch the campaign on the store. Really like everything, like, leave the product type as is, change the URL part inside vendor to the product listing link right there as you see. Okay, then the default variants are already added by default. Change the color variant if it's a specific sports team, add a specific product images, etc. all previously created. The SEO, everything, they set up the control link for redirecting through your own domain, so you can add UTM variables and everything. Right there, they set up the retargeting audiences, as you can see, boom, very specifically as well. Then they go right here, once they have, and it tells them, okay, just go like use this right here as the collection, since we always send traffic through the collection link / product, whatever, so that it builds the niche audience at the same time it builds the product specific audience. And then right here, they set up the retargeting audiences on Google, same thing, set up the niche conversion pixels, create the Trackify tag, proceed to launch ad section. Once they've done that, as you can say, they submit the date and time of finish under C launch, so they can know how long they took for that. They link to product page through the collection as always. Then right there, again, I templated the ad main structure, and everything that is explained down here, it's already templated, so they can just duplicate it. So what I tell them is read everything so you know how to do it, but still, you just got to duplicate the ad set, or duplicate the campaign, and just change the few things that are specific on each campaign, like the optimized for conversion pixel, the product specific retargeting audience that needs to be excluded and they're respectively included in the retargeting, the image 1 and link 1 ads page, like where it's coming from. They create the new image link post with all its respective specifics, like the control link, the ad copy, the image, and the URL tag. They got to change as well, just the UTM campaign part, which, as you can see right here, yeah, I'll show it. It's down here. So right here, the UTM, as you can see, we actually calculate, like, track pretty much everything. So the one thing they got to change right here is the UTM campaign, which just has the product URL here, while the UTM term is the targeting, and that's what I will change. So this really allows your employees to set up everything all the way till the last step, which really takes your mastery, right? It takes your skill and your knowledge, which is the targeting, and then monitoring the ads and so on. So, and even the targeting at some point is outsourceable as well if you have it down to a system, okay, that is repeatable. Now in this case, you can see it's everything very specific, optimized for niche ATC, the niche ATC pixel, pause the ad set budget to 10, etc., etc. Right there, leave optimization, pricing is this. Click view ad, they go to the ad section, then they set up the retargeting ad if we're not running dynamic yet, and so on and so forth. And you can see everything is absolutely in depth, okay, and very step by step. They can read through it and they know everything, even like right here, okay. It's telling them to use, like, what to use, what ad copy, what everything, like how to use the URL tag. And then they submit as well. In the end, they submit it to a launch to know the time right there when it's done, and from there on it's done, okay. So it's really just that they go through, and you gotta systemize every single step, and also like use main categories, parent categories there that tell what the step is, and then down below very specifically, okay, with images and everything, how to do it. And once you go through it once with them, they can always reference back to this, and they will easily and instantly know where it is and what to do because you did it once with them, okay. But this serves them as the process they can follow through, and they can always reference back. So it helps a lot to have everything in your business processed out and systemized, so that you can easily outsource later on. So once you do it once, make sure you put in the work to actually systemize it as well at the same time, and then you've killed two birds with one stone, right? So anyways, thank you very much, guys, for listening, and I hope this actually helped you a lot.